Hello, hello. Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. I'm Taren S, a High Priestess in an American Witchcraft Tradition. Welcome back to all you returning folk, and of course to you new witches, welcome home. Nice to see ya. Today, we're going to be talking about petitions, and basically, what are they? How do they work? And do I do it? Petition, what is it? Okay. Simply put, a petition is when we take a want, a desire, or a need, and we bring it into the physical realm, into this world, by writing it into existence. All right? And I know it sort of sounds, I'm trying to simplify it, but at the same time, give you the depth of it. When you write something down, you are taking part of you and putting that into it, okay? Petitions themselves, this is back into prehistory, folks. We have been doing this for a long, long time, all right? And first, I'm going to start with, what can I write a petition on, okay? We're going to go with a simple, I want to bring wealth. I want to bring more opportunity for wealth into my life, all right? I want to open doors is what this is about. Remember, don't ask for dollar amounts. Don't write down, I want down $1,200.12 so that I can go get a down payment on a car. Instead, what you're going to do is put down, I want safe, reliable transportation. And let the universe open up all the different ways. Instead of you thinking, I just got to have money, there's a lot of different ways to get a car out there, all right? You don't know. You may have an aunt who has just decided she doesn't want this vehicle anymore, all right? It just goes on and on. But I want to open up the possibilities. I want to open up doors, opportunities for me to have more wealth. That's my goal. This is where my brain's at, all right? And I'm going to do that first in the physical realm with hard work, like what I'm doing right now, shooting videos, just anything, different ways I can do. Now I have it. What do I write my petition on? Well, if you look in some of those high occult and magic books, they're going to try to tell you that you need to have parchment paper, all right? And this is actual parchment paper, and I do periodically, if I feel like it's right, I feel inclined, then I will use parchment. Parchment burns really well because it's natural. You can also use like linen papers work really well. But do I need this piece of parchment paper or else my petition's not gonna work? No. All right. First, let me tell you, before there was parchment paper, this is actual birch bark, all right? A friend of mine in South Carolina has river birches on property, and during times of the year, they naturally shed. So these are don't just go grabbing bark off trees. You can really hurt them, is what I'm trying to say here, all right? This was done responsibly. This was done sustainably. She loves her river birches, and I'm so blessed to get them. But it's river birch bark. This is the earliest of papers, and a lot of you natural witch folk, you would rather have this parchment. Instead of having parchment, you would rather have this. And this is where you could simply write it down. Second, and as you know, bay leaves are one of my favorite things to use because I just love them magically. Again, a nice bay leaf. Let me get one out for us. You can write it down, and especially if you're planning on burning it and putting it up into the universe. Another thing we can use is corn husk. Now, if you're going to write on them, what I will do is get them a little wet just to dampen it. And then once I've got it, I'll take it. I have a little bit of lemonade in here, so we're going to act like it's water. But you can take a little bit of water and just slowly keep getting your finger and then take it, and it will slowly flatten it out. Let it dry, and you have this all natural. Okay? So don't think that you're stuck on this high magic. I got to have this perfect parchment paper that cost me, parchment can cost you up to $16, $17 for one piece. It is just insane. And you don't have to have that. Now, so I don't have any of this natural stuff. I don't have any parchment paper. Oh, goodness. They have got these cute little, this is my notepad that I have here at the cottage. And I just love these for petitions. And the only thing I use this is petitions. I actually took my little notepad and I did a full moon blessing on it and everything else. And so now I have little petition papers and I can take one out when I need it and everything else. All right. A notepad that I happened to find laying around. You can use this. Okay, folks? Don't get caught up thinking you have to have these right ingredients or these perfect tools. That's not how it works. All right? And I guarantee you, if you have all of that energy, have all of that intent, if you write it down on a piece of paper towel, it is just as effective as writing it on this piece of parchment. It's just as effective as writing it on this beautiful piece of birch bark. All right? Are you starting to get the picture? You starting to understand what I'm saying here? All right? Be creative. If this feels like it's going to work, it's going to work. All right? It's about bringing those words into this realm. Okay? And so we're going to take my parchment this is my paper towel. Now, what type of writing instrument should I use? Do you need to use a quill with dove ink's blood? Or what about bat's blood, bat's heart blood, and all these other things that they talk about? Actually, number 2 pencils work great. And if you are a colorful person and you can get all your different colors, as you notice, I have reds, I have greens, I have blues and everything. Because for me, I'm wanting to open a door to money. All right. I want to open possibilities. I want to have new opportunities. That's my petition to the universe. So I want to open a door to money. I can write that down, or I can also, let me put a lid on this real quick. If I don't put a lid on it, I promise you I will take my hand and I'll dump it all over. We'll sit that right there and move this out of the way. Can you all see sort of what I'm getting ready to do? All right. Okay, first for me, and these again, color associations are yours. All right. Does green mean money to you, or does red, blue, whatever, however it works? All right, but for me, green is money. So I'm going to simply make a money symbol in the center here. All right. Actually, I did it over to the side. We're going to tear it in half, and we're just going to really utilize it. I know folks talk about tearing it away and tearing it towards you and tearing it this way. If you feel that is important, then you should do that. If you forget and you tear it the wrong way, does that mean that it's not, your working isn't going to work? No. These are just little ways of adding extra energy. They are all good hints. Okay. So back to, I'm creating a money petition. All right. And this on a lot of petitions, folks, for me, I will, and I'm going to do my name. What I like to do, and some folks will do their name and birth date. Some folks will write, out their complete birth names. Again, this is all about how you want to do it. What I want to do is surround Taren S, me, with the opportunity to have wealth, more money. All right, now you can, I'm going to put, can you see at the camera what I've created? This whole thing. All right, and what you do next is your personal, make it you. Okay, let's say, what did I say? I wanted to open a door. So I'm going to draw my doorway here. All right. And, you know, again, this is all about you. You create what you believe to be a good representation. I made a door, opening a door to money for Taren S. Now, you can write more. You can write some, if you have personal sigils. I could take like, actually let me do it in red. I do have a personal sigil, which means my name. I have learned to work it magically. So you will see me, and I'm going to do that real quick here on top of it all. And I'm going to take my T. All right. Again, this is you, and just keeping your thoughts in the right place. All right. Really, really, this is going to happen. That door is going to open. I can see it in my head, my brain, that door opening. All right. No doubt. That is the key. Don't talk about if it's going to happen. Always remember when. I know this door's opening now. I know it. All right. Now, if I want to intensify it, I can sprinkle herbs on it. Personally, what I actually like to do is I fold it back into thirds. And let me show you what I'm going to do here. I like to make like a little satchel thing. First, I pre-fold it, even if I'm doing parchment. Now, if I'm doing one of these type of things, especially corn husk, after I've done all of my writing, I will start rolling it up like a cigar. And one of the things I like to do, let me get back here and see what I'm looking. I'm looking up. I'm looking right here. I'm looking a little bit of angelica. All right. This is angelica root. And I just love angelica. Great for court cases. Help keep you out of jail. If any of you are worried about that. But angelica root for me is a way to aid in sending my message to the universe. All right. And so when I'm doing petitions, I like to take a little bit of, now that I've got, and this is angelica root. And you, let me get my little spoon. Y'all just want to keep a little spoon. Oh, and it smells good. Oh, I love it. And again, and this is another thing I want to talk about real quick for all you newbie witches out there with your training wheels on. When I open this up, all right, I should smell it. And it should have the smell of that particular root, whatever it is. If it's not smelling and it's getting a little too dried, you're losing some of its magical properties. I'm not going to say it don't work. I'm just going to say it's not as effective. Once they dry out, simply collect all your herbs next full moon, put them in a little fire. Okay, now I'm going to reopen, and I'm going to take my angelica root. And now this is a time where if you want to say some mystical, magical words, good time to say it. What are your mysticals? That's your own, okay? This is where we're going to take that fourth breath, that magical breath. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take that. I'm holding my breath. So, and it shall be done. It shall be done. It shall be done. Feel that? I did. Okay. Again, let me put my lids back on because I have a tendency to, here, I'll just set that up over here for the time being. All right. And now that I've taken, now I'm going to just go ahead and take those pre-folds and I'm going to fold her back in place. I folded at threes, 3 this way, 3 this way. All right. Now I got my little petition. Now I'm going to take my wonderful little petition. I've just realized I didn't get my, give me half that. I know. I thought I had myself ready. I did not take my little bowl. I'm so sorry. I'm like, where's the bowl? I sat here getting all of my things together. All right. This is a brass bowl, folks. So it is fireproof. Use a fireproof container or use, if you're blessed enough to have a bonfire, sacred fire like we do, I will then take this for full moon. And at some point, I am going to walk around there. That circle, I'll probably walk around, 2-3 times, just really bringing it in. And then I'm going to put it in the fire. If I'm sitting here, and this is my bowl, and now I've got my petition. All right, now that we've got everything, now I want to take a piece of charcoal. This is how, I'm still learning not to look at my thing in my viewer. All right, these are pieces of charcoal. I'm opening one up so y'all can see. Okay. It's just a little briquette of charcoal, and I'm gonna put that right down in there. Now, the best witchy tool you can have is one of those wind-resistant lighters. Of course, this one's not going to work right. There it goes. And we're going to put it in there. You can get one of these lighters, I just burned it up. But you want a wind-resistant lighter. Basically a torch light. And it may take a minute. I probably should have done this off camera, but you'll see it start sparkling. There it goes. You see I don't know if y'all can see the sparkly poos that come, but it will start lighting up. Oh, is it lit? I think it is. All right, and then we're going to take that, and I want to put that on top. Okay, and you can see the smoke starting to come out of here. And then a lot of times I'm not. I like to sprinkle me a little more, and if I want to at this point, it's a good time to sprinkle my prosperity herbs, and everything on it. And we're going to do doors open for Taren, doors open for Taren, doors open for Taren. I like to say things 3 times. Some folks like 3, some folks like 7, some folks like 5, some folks only say it once. Again, it's whatever is resonating with you. Oh, my charcoal, and this is real life, folks. This is how it really looks. Sometimes your charcoal don't light. All right, no big deal. Stop and relight the charcoal. It don't mean nothing. It's not an ill omen. The world is not coming to end because my charcoal did not light on the first time. All right? Now, if you are doing this, make sure you're doing this in a ventilated area. All right. Now, while y'all are looking at this and watching, I need you to help me. I need everybody to be saying doors open for Taren. This is about doors of opportunity for Taren. Doors of opportunity for Taren. That's what it is. That's it. All right? And that's what we're going to do. All right? Slowly let it. And then after these ashes have burned out, okay, I personally get down to my, I have a little area over at the west side of my circle. and I'll dig a little hole and I put it in there because I want to, you know, every time I'm out there in circle, I want to keep working this magic. Okay, now I'm going to move this away because I need to open a window before. All right, I'm back. I had to go put that outside because I just can't film and have the doors open. There's too much of a breeze and everything else. So, petitions. What are they? They are our words, they are our intentions, our want, desires, or needs in which we put into a physical realm by putting them on paper. What we do with the paper, we can bury the paper, we can burn the paper, we can roll the paper up and put it into a charm bag, all right? You can take your piece of paper, put it up in your underwear drawer. You know, whatever you feel compelled is the right thing to do with it. This is about you do you, boo. Do what feels right. Do what resonates with you. And as always, thank you so much for joining me here at the House of Witchcraft. I'm Taren S. This is my cottage. I'm so happy that you came and joined me today. Don't forget the like, subscribe, share, and of course hit that notify button thing I just found out about that nobody told me about. So if y'all have any more hints for my videos, let me know. All right. And blessed be, amen, ashe, and a-bo-bo.